And we're back with WSJ Lunch Break. Forget gold, it is the gourmet cupcake market that is crashing now. Join us to report on a story that is important to anyone out there with a sweet tooth, myself included, is WSJ's small business reporter, Emily Maltby. Now, cupcakes, they have almost been, to me, seemingly recession-proof, right? I mean, you know, the lines have been out the door at Magnolia Bakery here in New York City all throughout the economic downturn. And yet, we're seeing signs that this craze may have peaked and be coming down.
There's a good reason why they held so steady during the recession.
They're tasty.
They are very tasty, and also if you're going to splurge, why not splurge on a $3.50, $4.50 cupcake?
Right.
You know, it makes sense. You get something that it makes you feel happy for a little while, doesn't break the bank.
Yep.
But of course, like you said, it is a bit of a fad.
And
right?
you're eating a small cake as opposed to a large cake. Now, this craze hit a high around June of 2011 when Crumbs Bake Shop went public on NASDAQ. But the icing's sort of coming off the cupcake as you were right now. Walk us through what's happening.
Well, we were looking at the latest earnings report from Crumbs. It came out late last week, and the stock has been going down since. What we noticed is that the company is not doing well. The store sales have been going down. The company has really tapered off its expectations for sales for this year. It's down 22%. So what we're questioning is whether this is a harbinger of what's happening with the cupcake industry as a whole.
Or whether it's unique to them. They opened a lot of stores awfully fast. I mean, the growth trajectory for the number of store openings was pretty steep. I think we even have a chart of that.
Yeah, so what they had projected when they went public in 2011 was that they would open 200 stores by 2014.
There we go, looking at
now we're in 2013, and they're at 67 stores. So they tried to grow very fast into some markets that perhaps couldn't quite support their model of this very sort of niche gourmet product.
That's such an interesting point. Now, you follow small business day in and day out, and one of the things we know about small business is you can't just be a one-note wonder. It's very hard to sustain a business long-term if that's all you've got. Now, certainly they probably sell other things but cupcakes, but at its heart, they're kind of a one. There's only so many things you can do. We've got margarita cupcakes and red velvet cupcakes, and I mean, all these look good to me. Oreo cupcakes, yeah. But they're cupcakes, right?
Right.
And so does at some point the public's fascination just wane when it comes to cupcakes altogether?
Well, it's that compounded by the fact that now we're reaching kind of a saturation point with the number of players in the market.
Good point.
It's great if you have maybe one brand that can carry this specialty. It still makes it special, but now you've got one of these types of specialty cupcake joints at every street corner. They're in train stations, they're in malls. So it takes the novelty aspect off it a little bit, and that may be contributing to the fad kind of going by the wayside.
Too many players in the market and maybe opening too many stores too fast. I mean, there's the Krispy Kreme example that obviously anybody can learn from what happened there. Magnolia Bakery, though, holding its own, doing okay. You say you've been speaking to folks over there. Is this because they just haven't, Emily, opened as many Magnolia bakeries?
Some analysts are saying that the stronger players in the market are those that are growing a little bit slower. But there's something else going on there too. Magnolia is reaching into other markets. They're in the Middle East now. That's a market that's unexplored. And also, they say only about 50% or less than 50% of their sales are actually the cupcakes. They also have all these other desserts. So there's a wider variety to choose from. They're not banking on just one product.
Just that one cupcake product. All right, Emily Maltby, more in the Wall Street Journal today. Thanks so much for bringing this.
Thank you.
And the cupcakes, I think I'm going to start a bidding war in the office. Jason, you stay away from these.